Dear students, now I am coming with one new topic of writing. This is essay writing, and mostly I think that our students go for the story writing because essay writing comes in lieu of story writing. But essay is an interesting thing, and how to write an essay in most of the schools, teachers don't teach. Just they give some essays to memorize. But today I will teach you how to write an essay. Some characteristics of essays are there. I will discuss how to use. Before that, what is solution? It is interestingly, if someone asks you what is essay, there people say it's a long composition. But this is not true. Essay is a short prose composition is called essay. In Cambridge Dictionary, you can find out the definition of essay. The word short is there. It's a brief, short. Okay. And different types of essays are there. I will discuss all those. Descriptive essays are there, suppose personal essays are there, narrative essays are there, historical essays are there. All the essays I will discuss today. And I think there are needing two videos for discussing the complete things of essay writing. One after another I will go. So now just try to understand what is essay. Essay is a short composition in prose, is called essay, and some characteristics of essays are there, which I am going to write here. Okay. So what is unit? To write essay, we have to go to unity. Unity means we have to go with all the relevant things. The irrelevant things, the things which generally are not matching with other things are like that. Right, that's why unity is that. Suppose you are writing an essay, you are writing suppose about one person, suppose about this. Whatever you will be writing there, the unity should be followed. Unity of time, unity of speech, unity of action. All unities are to be followed. One sentence should be logically linked with the other. You are writing about Gandhiji, you are writing about Shankardeva also, you are writing about Session-47 also. These kind of different thoughts should not be mixed up. Whatever you are writing on one single topic. That is unity. And in essay, unity is not the first characteristic of essay writing is unity. On one unique topic, we have to write, that is unity. Next one is, you can find out here, is order. Next one is order. What is order? Whatever you are writing, those should be in a completely orderly way. You are writing about one cow, suppose. First you are giving the physical description of the cow. After it, suppose you are writing different types of the cow. After it, suppose you are writing colors of the cow like that. So one after another go in this in order. In a half-ordered manner, in a disorderly manner, you cannot write essay. And if you write those also, those are not essay. That's why order should be strict. There should be one completely logical thought of things whatever you are writing. If you don't write the logical things, logically if you don't write in an orderly way you don't write, then that will not be a good essay. After that, third element comes here, brevity. Brevity means to make it brief. Brevity is not brave person, brief. Essay should be brief. If you know many things, you should not go on writing and writing and writing. In our essay, we think that whatever we know, we should write. That is not. That is not. You have to write a selective words. Whatever you want to write, you should select whether that is relevant or not. Irrelevant things, please don't write. And that's why brevity or briefness, that means shortness, briefness is necessary in essay, because essay is just short proportion. After that, the next thing comes style. So style is another important thing here in essay writing. So what kind of things are there you see? You can start in different things. You can start in a colloquial language also, but it should be always simple. And some kind of, suppose day-to-day conversational language, some kind of slang type of language you cannot use in essay writing. Okay. Your style should be always very much simple. That's why it says style. Style. In style, you have to write. In what kind of style you are following? First thing, it is simple. Always write simple English. Don't write pompous English. Don't write anything in a haphazard way. Don't say anything in a roundabout way. Plainly in proper English, proper language, in simple English. The sentence construction should be mostly simple, remember, and that is the style of essay writing. If you are writing some kind of great articles or like that, then it is a different thing. You are using some pompous language, bombastic words, bombastic language you are using. But your style always matters, so you have to go with the style. Okay. And another thing, another characteristic of essay writing is personal touch. It is important. Generally, in the last paragraph, we give a personal touch of essay writing. Whatever you are writing, your own opinion is necessary. That what you think. Everyone writes about cow. If you write the same things about cow, then what the need of writing that essay? Better you write in a different way, something different. Okay, that's why your own opinion is needed. But don't give any strange opinion. What your opinion you will be giving, just you say that this kind of things are there, and this is suppose your own personal opinion. So these are the things we have to follow while we are writing an essay. Now I will discuss some other things regarding the essays, and this time I will discuss some classification of essays. What type of essays are there? Some classifications of essay. Now I will discuss. Let me read this one. Now I will discuss some classification of essays. Classification of essays. Now I will write. And first classification, reflexive essays. This is called reflective essays. Reflective essays. Okay. So in the reflective essays, what is reflected? Our own ideas are reflected. My personal opinions are reflected. My feelings are reflected. And in this kind of essays, you can take example. Suppose you are writing about your habits. Okay, about your habits you are writing. Suppose about some qualities writing. About some games in sports you are writing. What you think. About some philosophy. Your philosophy is different. Some others' philosophies might be different. So you are writing about some philosophies or writing. So that is reflective essays. Reflective essays always reflect the writer's mind or writer's opinion. That's why these kind of essays are reflective essays. Okay. Suppose my daily life. This is an essay. My hobby. This is an essay. In my duty of the student in my eyes. This is not reflective essay. Okay, these are not reflective essays that reflect your ideas. After that, you can come here to narrative essays. Narrative essays. In the narrative essays, you narrate. You narrate something in the narrative essays. Some kind of like things, some incident you narrate. In the narrative essay, generally you go on narrate, and here in the narrative essays, little bit of personal opinion is not found, but still. For example, what you are narrating? You are narrating, suppose, about the life of again Gandhiji. You are narrating one historical incident, but don't get confused. The historical things and essays, they are different. In history, you write only the thing, what is their historical facts, but in essays, we have some kind of personal commentation. So, narrative essays just narrate some incident, historical incident, or something like that, and go on just narrating with some kind of personal comment or like that. That is narrative essay. We narrate. And after the essay, it comes descriptive essay. Descriptive essay. In the descriptive essays, we describe. In the descriptive essay, we describe. Okay, different kind of things we describe. Suppose you are describing one city, about a sum you are writing, about tea industries of a sum you are writing. Okay, you just go describing something about a place, about an institutional description. Okay, anything, the sun, the moon, the people, whatever you are describing, all these kind of things and things fall under this category, descriptive essays. Okay, and after that another essay comes, that is the expository essays. Expository essays. Okay. Expository essays. In the expository essays, you can explain something. You can explain something, for example, about some industries or like that you were writing, suppose you were writing some kind of scientific topics, scientific evolutions, writing. Just you are trying to, that means, bring out some novel ideas, new ideas in front of the readers or like that. Those essays generally fall under the expository essays. Okay. And last one is imaginary or imaginative essays. You can see imaginative essays. Imaginative essays. In this part of essays, we write something of our own imagination. And these essays generally differ person to person. Suppose I am giving, if I were the Prime Minister of India, whatever I will write, then whatever my friend will write, it will be definitely different. So my imagination will be definitely different to the imagination of my friend. These kind of things are called imaginative essays. And in the imaginative essays, some other kind of things you can write. Suppose you are imagining yourself to be a horse. The Black Beauty is novel, I think you know, and the style is imaginative. Suppose you are writing the autobiography of a horse, then what will you write? Suppose you think that you are a horse and you are doing these kind of things. So that is called imaginative essays. So these are different parts of the essays. And after that, I will teach you how to write the essays in different styles. And under all these categories, I would like to again remind you what we have to do. So, the reflective essays, I am summing this one. The reflective is the reflection of your own ideas, of your own thoughts. Whatever you are thinking, whatever your ideas about something, in the reflective essays generally we reflect. After that comes with narrative essays. Here we narrating something. One incident comes in front of us and we just narrate this one. But in this narrative essay is a little bit different to the historical essays or like that, because in the historical things, we just go on describing the thing here, but here just you narrate, and always some personal opinion like that, those are given in these narrative essays. Then descriptive essays. In the descriptive essays, any incident or something like that we will describe. That's why those are called descriptive essays. In those descriptive essays also, you need to give some personal opinions in the descriptive essay. Suppose you are describing about a place you visited, suppose Mumbai, you saw, suppose you went to Agra, you saw the Taj Mahal. So those things are when you will be describing, that is called descriptive. next come expository essays. In the expository essays also, you always write something, illustrating something. You are just suppose you are explaining something. Explaining. You are explaining something. Whatever you are explaining about, suppose one thing about, suppose some scientific topics you are writing. Okay, scientific invention, discovery of something. Suppose you are writing. All those essays fall under descriptive expository essays. And last one is an imaginative essays. As I have already told you, in the imaginative essays, we have to imagine something to be, or some things are imagined by the essay writer. After that, he or she writes out of his or her imagination. And those essays I told you that differ person to person. Okay, your essay might be different with another one's essay. So these are all about different types of writing essays. And in our metric ternary imaginary essays, I have not seen. Expository essays also come, but rarely. Mostly narrative essays and descriptive essays come. But it is my advice to you, generally common questions are found in essay writing. So scan your question bank and after that try to find out. So common essays, and common essays means at least 10 essays, minimum 10 essays. Minimum 10 essays you have to read or you have to memorize after that go. You can write your essays on your own, as I am just giving you the ideas, and in my next class I will give some more ideas how to write essay. So, but this is my advice, you can go for some writing essay. So thank you very much. In my first video regarding the essay writing is comes to end here, and in my next video I am going to teach you how to write an essay. Okay. In a practical way, I will not write the essay for you, but I will show you how to write an essay. Thank you very much.